There's literally things inside of us that aren't us, that are living off of us. They're feeding off of our energy. I like to call them, I like to say they're like egoic mind patterns, egoic tendencies. But, yeah, that's what they are. They're egoic mind patterns. They're habitual mind patterns. Habitual ways of seeing things or thinking or perceiving yourself, perceiving how people view you, perceiving how you view people, perceiving how you think people think you are, but you aren't. You know who you are. In a million other ways. There's so many different, and then these energy forms control, take away your consciousness, your ability to be conscious. They take away your energy. They suck your energy away. So now you're not as conscious because you're not as present to life. You can't use your whole body. You can't use your whole and you. So yeah, these habituated mind patterns. They could also be called entities because they're like little living things. Like one of mine is I have this pattern in me that I could feel. It's in my brain. I could feel it, and it's in my brain. It might be living in my body, but it's using my mind to view reality in a certain way. Like, for instance, this is how it works. Cars driving by don't have anything to do with me. Don't know who I am. I have no idea who I am. So, but I they use the self-image I have of myself of being, because I have a self-image of myself being one way. So it uses my own fear of people looking at me. It's built off of that. It so so it sucks my it uses fear because I get afraid when people look at me. And so it uses that for the cars. So I can't even see the cars. I can't even, when I'm in my house, I only hear them. But it creates fear in my body, or it sucks up the fear, and I can feel it. It's like an energy form, energy form, and it's a living thing. It's not against you. It just wants your body to survive. Just like bacteria and parasites and viruses want your body to survive. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. Nothing personal. Because they just want to survive too, these things. So this mind pattern is an energy form, and it's like a living thing. It is a living thing. It's energy, and everything's alive. So, I mean, what's the distinction between a human being and a rock? Obviously, we say this is alive, we're alive, but a rock's not alive. But then we say, okay, but then we say plants are alive, and then a rock's not alive. Okay, that's the distinction's like, it's not as far apart. What I'm trying to get at is like, what do we classify as alive and what don't we? There's no distinction. It like stops at like little single cell things. But then how about bacteria? Okay, bacteria are alive, but how about viruses? Viruses aren't alive. So why would that be? Why aren't viruses alive? So that's not really important, actually. What's important though is that it is a living thing in you, a quasi entity, and it wants to survive. It wants to survive. So it's a living thing. But our thing is we like it's it's more based off of fear. It lives off of fear. So it's not even like we are. So, how to break this? You have to recognize it and keep and meditate